to Mouse Crochet and Other Topics. Um, Today is gonna be a different video. In my last video, I had said that I was gonna make a video of about fibromyalgia, because May was the month, um, or May 12 was Fibromyalgia Awareness Day. So the whole month basically is dedicated to fibromyalgia. Unfortunately, um, the ending of April, my family and I got sick with COVID. So for the most part of May, we were sick. Um, it was tough. Some of us ended up in the hospital. Um, uh, my oldest daughter ended up in the hospital for 4 days, um, with shortness of breath. She needed some oxygen. Myself and my youngest daughter, which she has cerebral palsy, um, we ended up in the ER also with shortness of breath. My daughter Alyssa, she had fevers and body ache, and ended up with pneumonia, um, mild pneumonia. So they caught it on time, and they sent her home with some antibiotics. So for this month of May, we've been recovering, and thank God we tested negative yesterday. Today is May 30th, so we still in May, so I still wanted to make this video about fibromyalgia. Um, but thank God we are all okay. Um, uh, you know, I was, praying for us. We had many people praying for us. My pastor, the congregation, my mom in Puerto Rico. She's a minister. She, had us. Oh, everyone was praying for us. So prayer do work in situations like this. You know, I am a true believer of Jesus Christ, and he brought us through. I believe that he brought us through this, and now we all definitely okay. We didn't go through anything worse, so we good now. We good. Thank God. Thank God we good. So the topic today will be about fibromyalgia. I suffer from fibromyalgia. Suffered from it for many years, but wasn't diagnosed until 2009, because I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what was going on with me. Um, uh, I was told, after I was diagnosed, I was told that fibromyalgia can develop uh, in a person that suffers from depression or had suffered from some type of trauma to the body. Um, so before then, I did suffer from depression, and I was in a physical abusive relationship. So I did have some trauma to the body. Um, but it didn't develop until late 90s. All the pain and all the fatigue and all the different symptoms that fibromyalgia uh, has, sensitivity to touch, sensitivity to noise, different things. If you see me looking down, it's because I'm reading some notes, and I'm trying to get some of the information on the internet. There is a lot. Not many. not many people know or understand what fibromyalgia is. Um, some people don't even know how to pronounce it or even spell it. But only those who suffer from fibromyalgia, know and understand um, what this sickness is. I mean, it's another, they call it an invisible disability. Um, there are many invisible disabilities such as arthritis, lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, and many more that you can't see disability outside of the body because it's all internally. um, and not all fibromyalgia patients has the same symptoms. Everybody is different. Everybody deals with it different. Some are more severe, some are more mild. um, some can exercise and work with the fibromyalgia. Some can handle the medication that are prescribed. Most of the medications that are prescribed are narcotics medication for the pain. I am sensitive to different medications, so I really can't handle really strong pain medicine. It's My stomach is very sensitive, so I've tried many uh, many medication like Lyrica and Cymbalta, and um, but just my stomach could not handle it. So um, right now the only medicine I'm on is gabapentin and some topical medicine that the doctor, because my stomach just can't handle stronger medicine. When I was diagnosed, um, it wasn't a funny way because I there was a commercial back in the 90s, uh, coming up on TV, and this commercial was talking about fibromyalgia. And I there was one day that I really sat down and listened to the commercial. It was a Cymbalta commercial, as a matter of fact. And uh, and while they were mentioning these symptoms, and the person that was doing the commercial, I don't know if she was an actress, or she was an actual patient, but the way she portrayed uh, the sickness, I saw myself. I was like, that's how I feel. That's how I be. That's how, maybe this is what I have. I was trying not to diagnose myself, but the doctors that I was seeing, they didn't know what I had. I was complaining for many years about this, you know, these symptoms that I was having, pain, sensitivity to touch. People would try to tickle me, and it didn't feel to me ticklish. It felt very painful. Um, and and I'm a very ticklish person, but at that time it didn't feel ticklish to me. It felt very painful when they would try to tickle me or play around with me. Um, like my kids or my ex-husband at the time. Um, and I couldn't take the pain, and I thought I was losing my mind. Um, I started going to counseling because, I was told that, depression can cause pain in the body and whatnot. And my doctor sent me to all sorts of specialists to get, different type of tests done and rule out, other things, like rheumatoid, and I didn't have arthritis at that time. um I didn't have anything. I was healthy. The only thing I had was my depression, and I was anemic at the time. But other than that, I was healthy. I didn't suffer from anything, um except that I was always tired. I wanted The more I slept, the more tired I felt. um Walking for me was, it was too much. I would get tired. I would have to like sit and rest. um if I slept over 5 hours, I would wake up like my body all mangled and hurting. And then if I didn't sleep enough, then I would be tired. And then if I slept the whole 8 hours, I would wake up even more tired and, in more pain. I just didn't know what was going on. So when I saw this commercial, um, on my next doctor's visit, I mentioned it to her. And I told her, listen, I saw this commercial about Cymbalta and the symptoms that they were talking about. That's exactly how I feel. And so she started looking into it. My doctor started looking into it, and she started looking at all my tests that were done, and everything was negative. So then you know, I guess she started then telling me, that might be what you have, but there are no tests. For At the time, there was no test. There's still no test for it. The only test that they do is, they touch your sensitive points in the body. And if it's very painful, then I think from that's how they know that you might have fibromyalgia. Sometimes fibromyalgia or your symptoms are misdiagnosed. Like I said, they misdiagnose and tell you that your pain is caused by depression, or maybe other things like not enough exercise, not enough rest, stuff like that. So, well, it was really a journey what I went through. So when they finally told me that that's what I had, then they started trying to treat me for it. Different medications, and like I said, I'm very sensitive to medications. So I would try medications for like about a month, and I would be sick to my stomach, sometimes throwing up, depending on the medication they would give me. Some medication did not work at all. I didn't feel any effects. Other doctors would tell me that I needed to exercise, I needed to walk, I needed to do this, I needed to lose weight. I mean, a whole bunch of things. I've tried everything. Exercising for me, you know, some people can exercise. Some people exercise with fibromyalgia and they feel better. But other people with fibromyalgia, like myself, would try to exercise, and then the next day I couldn't even move. I couldn't move for days after an exercise. And I would try low impact exercise. I would try the, walking. I can still walk, but I'm limited with my walking. I walk a distance, and I walk fine, but when I come home and the body rests, that's when everything attacks. The pain, the stiffness, the fatigue. It's just horrible. And you know um, I you know I've tried many things. What really works for me now is, I take the gabapentin only when I'm in a lot of pain and I can't really sleep. I also have sleep disorder. I can't really sleep because of the pain. But what helps me is hot showers. I just get in the shower. Just let the hot water, not hot like burning hot, but um, really warm water hit my body and just stay there, until my body loosens up and my muscles, because this is terrible. Um, I see Zelda and RJ3. When her hands swell up, my hands that you my hands doesn't physically, you can't see it physically when it's swollen, you know but I understand the pain that she goes through. Rheumatoid arthritis is different because it has to do with the bones. Fibromyalgia is mainly the muscles and the nerves, so you can't really see, what's going on with the body. You can't, there's no actual, so you can't see. You can feel when I touch, it hurts. I also have carpal tunnel, so that, it's a lot of things. um so, when Zelda, mentions her bad days of her pain with the rheumatoid arthritis, I understand what she's saying, because I'm telling you, my family suffers from arthritis. I have a brother who has gout, and when he, when his gout is like uh, acting up, he can't walk, he can't do anything. When fibromyalgia, they call it flare-ups. When I have a flare-up, I can't move, I can't hardly walk. Um, uh, and the thing is that if I stay still, if I stay laying down, even though I'm in pain and I can't hardly move, I get worse. If I stay still, I get worse. I get more stiff, I get more pain. So I really have to get myself moving and my body moving. Um, so, not, like I said, not many people know about this. It keeps you from doing activities with family. Your desire of going out, decreases, because you get tired very quick. um you know uh just, if you want to go to a family party or family get together, if you want to go to out to a trip, vacation, you feel like, you just, your desires for doing any type of activity is decreases. um so that's why I really got into crocheting. Because, crocheting is not only an exercise, but it's also, therapy, for mental health. It keeps me occupied, it keeps my mind cleared. And yarn, of course. Yarn, even though it's addictive, yarn is addictive. um I try not to go overboard by buying yarn. I'm trying to use up what I already have. I haven't bought anything else since my last video, so I'm trying to, like, hold on with that. But um, crocheting has saved me a little with the fibromyalgia. Going to church, has done me really, really good, spiritually, mentally, with the fibromyalgia. Um, just having, good people around me, um, has helped me. You need to be in a positive environment when you suffering with these invisible illnesses. Uh, and when people doesn't understand why you don't go out with us, or why you don't do this with us anymore, why don't you, you know not many people understand what you're going through. And You tell people, oh my gosh, I'm in so much pain, and then that person, comes up, oh, I'm in pain too, and I know how you feel, but you really don't, you really don't know. It's like I say I know how, you know, I know how Zelda feel, but in reality, I don't know how she feels. Rheumatoid arthritis is totally different. With It's totally different from fibromyalgia. So she may have different symptoms, and like I said, you can visibly see her swelling from the bones, because rheumatoid arthritis attacks the bones, and eventually it'll mess up your hands, starts getting deformed and stuff like that. But pain wise, I know how she feels. I know how she feels. Her pain might be more than mine. I don't know. Her pain might be more. Like I said, rheumatoid arthritis is, you know, attack the bones, and you know, and it get worse. Rheumatoid arthritis get worse during time. Fibromyalgia, whatever symptoms you have, that's it. It doesn't get worse. It doesn't get worse. Whatever symptoms you have, if your fibromyalgia is severe, then that's it. It won't go further than that. If your fibromyalgia is mild, then it won't go further than that. You keep doing your activities if you can, and if you can't, whoever has severe fibromyalgia, and can't do an activity, you can. If you can't, you can. You can try. You can try, and you can. The next day, you feel like you got hit by a truck, and you're in bed for a couple days until your body recovers. Um, but you're in constant pain. There is not a day that you're not in pain. Um, pain, the there are days that the pain is more than others, but you're still in pain regardless. Um, uh, like I said before, that it decreases your desire to do any activities outside of your house. Um, you may need help inside your house, cleaning up and tidying up, just doing the dishes. For me, just standing there and doing the dishes, by the time I finish the dishes, I'm in pain. My back, I have to sit down, I have to rest, because the fatigue is pretty bad, and the pain of standing, for just a few minutes and doing the dishes, you know just your body starts reacting. It starts asking for rest, quick. So that's how I feel with fibromyalgia. And like I said, there are many different levels of fibromyalgia. Some people still work, um, because they have to. It's their only income, because they have to work. Um, I've been tending to my daughter since she was born. She's disabled now. She's taller than me. She just turned 21. She's taller than me. I'm 4'11". She's already 5'1". She's close to 120 pounds. So it has become difficult for me, to uh, tend to her. But I still do, because that's my daughter. I'm gonna do for her what I need to do. And lucky for me, I have help. I have my daughter. I have my grandson, and my son-in-law here, who can carry her for me here and there, wherever she needs to be carried or transported to. So, but people that has fibromyalgia, and and is a caregiver of another person, it's very difficult if they don't have any help. It's very difficult, because they need help themselves. They need probably they need a home aid themselves, um, and hopefully these people have home aids for their, their disabled family. Um, so that's my story about fibromyalgia. I was gonna read some stuff from the internet, but it's just everybody's different. Everybody with fibromyalgia is different. Um, so the symptoms are pain, fatigue, irritable bowel syndrome, um, uh, fatigue. Some people get headaches or migraine, sensitivity to touch, sensitivity to light and noise. Um, it's just is so many things. It's a different symptoms for different people. Um, some people can take the medication that they're prescribed. Some of them are narcotics because the pain is so unbearable. Some people are sensitive to medication, so they try to um, deal with it some other ways, maybe natural medicine or less uh, not so strong medicines. Um, but this is how it is. This is how it is. Not many people understand this illness. Not many people know about this illness, even though there are thousands of people that suffer from fibromyalgia, mostly women than men, but even men suffer from fibromyalgia. Um, and yeah, this is how it is. Uh, Back when I was diagnosed, doctors were still, trying to learn about fibromyalgia. Not many people. I saw a doctor in Puerto Rico once when I lived in Puerto Rico for a couple of years. And I saw him, I went to see him, and it was my first time seeing a doctor over there. And he made me feel so bad, like my illness was nothing. The name was invented. I mean, he made me feel like I didn't want to see a doctor in Puerto Rico. That's how he made me feel. I was like, no way, this is mm-mm. So not many doctors are sensitive to this illness. um, Many doctors, just try to prescribe you, whatever medicine for your pain, and just uh, keep doing follow-ups and whatever. Some doctors that are really sensitive to your illness, they do send you to specialists. They do send you to pain management, um, and they try everything possible to help you out. So I have one of those doctors that she tries everything possible to help me. Um, I I see a rheumatoid doctor, even though I don't have rheumatoid arthritis, but he does all type of tests that needs to be done, and just manage my pain. Um, and I also have IBS, so I have to see a GI doctor and stuff like that. Um, so yeah, that's that's my story of fibromyalgia and how I ended up with fibromyalgia. Um, and like I said, it took years for the doctor to give me that diagnosis finally. After she did all the tests that needed to be done and rule out other symptoms, other syndromes of other illnesses. Um, and that's how I ended up with that diagnosis. Um, so right now I still have fibromyalgia, but now I develop osteoarthritis, and you know, uh, so just adding things onto my disability. But it doesn't stop me. One of the doctors told me that I shouldn't crochet anymore. I was like, "What are you talking about? I can't stop crocheting. Then what? What am I? And I'm gonna sit in my house and do nothing. I need something to entertain my mind, so I won't focus on the pain all the time. So, fiber crochet um, is basically my medicine and my therapy. Um, God first. God first is my medicine and my therapy, and then crochet is my medicine and my therapy. Um, so I hope this was, you know, helpful for those who didn't know about fibromyalgia, um, who never heard of fibromyalgia. Um, and for those who know about fibromyalgia and have fibromyalgia, um, I'm one on the list, and I understand your pain. I understand what you're going through. I pray for all those who suffer from this illness, because I know it's not easy. Day by day, we have to, like, try to take care of ourselves, and um, try to deal with it in a way, that is easy for us. And you know just know that you're in my prayers. And God is good. God is good. He has brought me through a lot of things. And you know prayer does wonders. Prayer does wonders. So that's it for this video. I'm gonna be coming out with another video. I started using the what is that yarn? The yarn that I showed last time, that I wanted to make hats and scarves with. I already started one set, so I'm gonna show that on my next video. Um, I haven't bought any new yarn, so I won't be showing I won't be showing any yarn anytime soon. I have too much already, and I need to start using my yarn. But I have a baby granddaughter that is gonna be born soon in September, and I'm making a baby dress for her. The pattern is from Bagel Day. Very pretty, very pretty. I'll be showing it also. Uh, Maybe not on my next video, but I'll be showing it soon. Also gonna make a baby blanket for her. So those are my projects right now: the hat set, and a baby blanket, and a baby dress, um, for my soon-to-be granddaughter, um, being born in September, God willing, and praying that everything come out okay, and she is born healthy. Um, so this is it. This is my video. I didn't know it was gonna take this long, the video, but here it is. This is my fibromyalgia awareness video. I'll be posting that today. Today is May 30th. If I don't post it today, I'll post it tomorrow, May 31st. I wanted to be there in May before the month is over. But God bless everybody. Stay safe. And see you on my next video. Bye.